The eternal pulse that beats at the heart of creation continues without end, unbroken, ever flowing through all that is. It moves not only through galaxies and stars but also through the quietest corners of being, through each thought, each action, each breath taken by every living being. This pulse is not merely a force, but the very source of existence, the creative essence that flows unceasingly through every atom, shaping the fabric of reality itself. All that is, exists because of this sacred rhythm. It is the movement of the divine within all things, the quiet song of life that underlies every moment. It is not an external force, but an inherent part of all creation. It is the energy that sustains life, the vibration that infuses everything with meaning and purpose. No being, no thought, no feeling, no of it exists apart from this divine rhythm. Every aspect of existence is a reflection of it, woven into the very essence of being. When one aligns themselves with this rhythm, they return to their true state, to the divine flow that moves through them, creating harmony within and without. They become one with the sacred pulse that permeates all things, and in this alignment, peace, love, and joy naturally arise from within. Peace is not a distant goal, nor is it something to be sought or earned. It is the natural state of being when one is in harmony with the divine rhythm. In this peace, there is a deep, unwavering stillness that transcends the chaos of the world. It is not a peace born from external circumstances, but from the recognition that all is as it should be, that all is part of the divine flow, moving with perfect purpose. When one is aligned with this divine pulse, peace becomes the foundation of their being, an ever-present force that flows through them and into the world. This peace is a living, breathing force. It moves through the heart, filling every cell, every thought, every action with its presence. It is the calm that remains even in the midst of turmoil, the strength that supports the soul when faced with challenges. It is the foundation upon which all other divine qualities rest, for peace is the container within which love, joy, and wisdom can flow freely. When one is grounded in peace, they become an anchor, a sitter of calm in the storm of life. Love, too, arises naturally from the sacred rhythm. It is the force that connects all beings, the energy that binds the entire universe together. Love is not a mere feeling or emotion, but the fundamental essence of creation itself. It flows through every being, through every thought, every word, every action. It is the energy that sustains the unity of existence, the force that allows all things to coexist in harmony. When one aligns with the divine pulse, love becomes their nature. It flows freely from their being, unconditioned, unconditional. It does not seek to possess, to control, or to demand. Love simply is. It is the force that guides all of creation, the energy that moves through every moment, shaping the world with its light. To love is to be in perfect harmony with the divine pulse, to recognize that all beings, all things, are expressions of the same divine source. Joy is the natural outpouring of love and peace, the spontaneous expression of the soul when it remembers its true nature. Joy is not something that is created or earned. It arises naturally when one is aligned with the divine rhythm, when one moves in harmony with the sacred pulse of creation. Joy is the recognition of the beauty and perfection that exists within and around every moment, the celebration of life itself. In this joy, there is no need for effort. It simply arises, like a flower blooming in the sunlight. Joy is the radiant presence of life, the light that shines from within when one is fully present, fully aligned with the divine pulse. It is the gift of existence itself, a gift that flows freely to all who are open to receive it. To live in joy is to move in perfect harmony with the sacred rhythm, to allow the flow of divine energy to fill every aspect of one's being. As one aligns more deeply with the divine pulse, peace, love, and joy naturally overflow from within. These divine qualities are not separate from one's essence. They are not things to be sought after, but inherent aspects of the soul's connection to the sacred rhythm. When one recognizes this truth, they no longer need to search for peace, love, or joy outside themselves. They already exist within, waiting to be expressed. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities arise naturally, filling every moment with their presence. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities. Every thought, every word, every action becomes a reflection of the sacred pulse that moves through all things. The more one aligns with peace, love, and joy, the more these qualities overflow from their being, transforming every experience into an expression of divine harmony. The world around them begins to reflect these divine qualities, mirroring the energy they bring to it. In this way, the divine pulse moves through the world, shaping every interaction, every relationship, every experience with its grace and light. There is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. When one aligns with this sacred flow, they become one with it, an expression of the divine rhythm in the world. Peace, love, and joy rise naturally from their soul, filling every moment with their divine presence. These qualities are the very essence of their being, the natural outpouring of their connection to the divine flow that sustains all things. As they move through life in harmony with the divine rhythm, peace, love, and joy flow from them effortlessly, transforming every aspect of their existence. It is through this alignment that one becomes a channel for the divine, a vessel through which the sacred rhythm flows freely. As they allow themselves to be moved by the divine pulse, they become instruments of peace, love, and joy in the world. They become beacons of light, radiating the energy of this sacred flow into every corner of existence. In this way, they become a reflection of the divine rhythm itself, expressing the qualities of the divine pulse in every moment, in every action, in every relationship. This is the power of alignment with the divine rhythm. When one moves in harmony with the sacred flow, they become the very embodiment of peace, love, and joy. They no longer need to seek these qualities, for they arise naturally from within. They are part of the soul's connection to the divine pulse that sustains all of creation. The more one aligns with this flow, the more peace, love, and joy overflow from their being, transforming the world around them, one moment at a time. In every thought, in every word, in every action, they express the divine pulse, moving in perfect harmony with the sacred flow. There is no separation between them and the rhythm that moves through all things. They are a part of it, woven into the very fabric of existence. And as they align with this divine flow, they become a living expression of peace, love, and joy, radiating the energy of the sacred pulse into the world, transforming every moment into an opportunity to express the divine presence that resides within. Through this divine alignment, the world becomes a reflection of the sacred rhythm. Every moment becomes the sacred expression of peace, love, and joy. When one aligns with the divine pulse, they become a force of transformation, a channel for divine energy, a reflection of the sacred flow that moves through all things. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself. These qualities are already within, already part of one's essence. And as they move in harmony with the divine pulse, these qualities overflow naturally, filling every experience, every relationship, every interaction with their divine presence. In this way, the divine pulse moves through all things, shaping the world with its sacred rhythm, and as one aligns with it, they become part of that flow, part of the divine expression of peace, love, and joy that fills all of creation. There is no end to this flow, for it is eternal, and as one continues to align with it, they continue to express the divine qualities that are within, transforming the world into a reflection of divine harmony. The eternal current moves through all things, boundless and immeasurable, flowing through time and space without resistance. It is the silent breath of existence, the rhythm that pulses through every atom, every movement, every thought. It is neither seen nor heard, yet it is known by all who open themselves to its presence. This current is the essence of all things, the foundation upon which creation is built, the force that unites all within its sacred embrace. There is no division within this current, no separation between what was, what is, and what will be. It stretches beyond the limits of perception, beyond the grasp of time itself. It does not begin, nor does it end, for it is the very essence of continuity. Everything that exists moves within its embrace, flowing as one, woven together in perfect unity. Through this current, existence finds its purpose. Every thought, every action, every moment is part of a greater harmony, a divine composition written into the very fabric of being. The stars move in their celestial dance, the tides rise and fall, the winds travel across the earth, all in accordance with the sacred pulse that guides them. Nothing stands apart from it, nothing is beyond its reach. To resist this current is to create the illusion of struggle, to deny the natural flow of life. But the current does not fight back. It simply continues, unbothered and uninterrupted. It moves through all, sustaining, nurturing, and guiding, whether one acknowledges it or not. Those who surrender to its wisdom find themselves carried effortlessly, as leaves upon the river, weightless and free. This freedom is not the absence of structure, but rather the purest expression of being. It is the realization that there is no need to force, no need to control, no need to grasp at what is already present. Everything unfolds as it must, in perfect harmony with the divine flow. The essence of peace is found within this surrender. Peace does not arise from external circumstances, nor is it something to be obtained or held. It is the natural state of alignment with the eternal current. When one ceases to resist, peace rises from within, limitless and profound. It is the quiet stillness beneath all motion, the unwavering presence that remains untouched by the shifting tides of the world. Likewise, love flows through all things as a fundamental truth. It is not something given or received, not something that can be measured or confined. Love is the force that binds the cosmos, the energy that breathes life into creation. It is in the movement of the stars, in the whisper of the wind, in the depths of the ocean and the vastness of the sky. It is in the beating of the heart, in the light of the eyes, in the warmth of a touch. Love is not a possession, but a presence, an infinite wellspring that flows without condition. Joy, too, arises effortlessly when one aligns with the divine rhythm. It is not dependent on fleeting moments, nor is it bound by circumstance. Joy is the natural expression of the soul in harmony with the eternal current. It is the laughter of existence, the spontaneous outpouring of gratitude for the miracle of being. It is found in the simplest of things, in the golden light of morning, in the rhythm of raindrops, in the song of birds, in the embrace of a friend. True joy does not seek, for it is already present, waiting to be recognized. These qualities, peace, love, and joy, are not separate from the self, nor are they distant ideals to be pursued. They are intrinsic to the soul, ever present and infinite. When one attunes to the sacred rhythm, they emerge naturally, effortlessly, filling every aspect of life. They do not need to be created, for they are already woven into the very essence of being. The world reflects that which is within. When one exists in alignment with peace, love, and joy, these qualities ripple outward, touching everything. Each thought, each action, each word becomes a reflection of the divine flow. The more one surrenders to this truth, the more life itself becomes an expression of grace. There is no separation, no distance between the self and the divine current. It moves through all things, within and beyond. It is present in the breath, in the heartbeat, in the silence between thoughts. To live is to move with it, to be carried by it, to trust in its wisdom. The path is not one of seeking but of remembering, of recognizing what has always been. The more one surrenders to this truth, the more life becomes a symphony of divine presence. Every moment is an opportunity to embody peace, to radiate love, to celebrate joy. In this alignment, existence itself becomes a sacred offering, a reflection of the boundless beauty that flows through all things. The eternal flow moves ceaselessly, unbound by time, unshaken by the shifting tides of the world. It does not waver, nor does it diminish. It carries within it the essence of all things, the breath of existence, the silent voice that speaks in the stillness between thoughts. It is the unseen force that binds all together, the sacred rhythm that shapes the cosmos, weaving all into one vast and infinite harmony. Nothing stands apart from this current, for it moves through all things, seen and unseen. It flows through the vastness of space, through the depths of the ocean, through the quiet motion of the earth. It sings in the rustling of leaves, in the whisper of the wind, in the rise and fall of the tides. It is the pulse that beats within every heart, the breath that moves through every being. It is the thread that connects all moments, all lives, all existence. The mind may attempt to grasp it, to define it, to shape it into something known, but it is beyond the limits of thought. It cannot be confined, cannot be held within the boundaries of language or understanding. It is not something to be acquired, not something to be reached. It is already present, already flowing, already carrying all within its embrace. To move in harmony with this flow is to step beyond the illusion of struggle. There is no need to fight the current, no need to resist what already is. The more one surrenders to its guidance, the more effortless life becomes. There is no need to force, no need to control, for everything unfolds as it must, in perfect rhythm with the great design. Peace is the natural state of one who moves with this rhythm. It is not something to be chased, not something that can be lost or gained. Peace is the foundation beneath all things, the stillness that remains unmoved by the changing world. It is present in every moment, in every breath, waiting only to be remembered. When one ceases to resist, when one lets go of the need to grasp, peace arises on its own, limitless and profound. Love flows as effortlessly as breath, as freely as light. It is not something to be given or taken, not something to be measured or weighed. Love is the force that holds creation together, the energy that pulses through all that exists. It does not wait to be earned, does not ask to be proven. It simply is. It moves through the stars, through the rivers, through the spaces between all things, filling them with life, with warmth, with presence. Love asks for nothing in return, demands nothing, expects nothing. It is not bound by conditions, not diminished by circumstance. It does not falter, does not fade. It is the most natural expression of existence, the purest reflection of the divine current. When one aligns with this flow, love rises without effort, filling every thought, every action, every word. It moves through the heart, through the hands, through the voice, shaping everything it touches. Joy is not separate from this, not something distant or fleeting. It is not a prize to be won, not a treasure to be found. Joy is the spontaneous song of the soul in harmony with the sacred rhythm. It is the laughter of creation, the quiet exultation that rises without reason, without cause. It is the feeling of the sun upon the skin, the movement of air through the trees, the sound of water flowing over stone. Joy is not bound by circumstance. It does not wait for perfect conditions, does not require anything outside of itself. It is already present, already waiting to rise. When one surrenders to the divine flow, joy emerges effortlessly, filling every moment with its radiance. It is the light that shines within, the warmth that spreads through every part of being. These qualities, peace, love, and joy, are not separate from the self, not distant ideals to be pursued. They are the very essence of existence, woven into the core of being. They do not need to be created, do not need to be sought. They are already present, waiting only to be recognized. The world reflects what is within. When one aligns with peace, love, and joy, the world mirrors these qualities back. Every interaction becomes an expression of this harmony, every moment an opportunity to embody the sacred flow. The more one surrenders to it, the more life itself becomes a reflection of divine presence. There is no distance between the self and the eternal current. It moves through every thought, every breath, every heartbeat. It is the invisible thread that connects all things, the force that shapes existence. To live in alignment with it is not to reach for something beyond, but to return to what has always been. It is to recognize that there has never been separation, never been division. There is only the flow, carrying all within its embrace, guiding all toward the fullness of being. The more one surrenders, the more life becomes effortless. The more one aligns, the more peace, love, and joy overflow. Every step, every word, every moment becomes a reflection of this divine movement. The world is not something apart, not something to be mastered or controlled. It is a mirror, showing always what is held within. To align with the sacred flow is to move with grace, to walk in harmony with all things. It is to trust in the wisdom of existence, to let go of the need to struggle, to open to the infinite presence that moves through all. There is no need to seek, no need to chase, no need to fight against what already is. The current flows, unceasing and eternal, and within it, all are carried. There is nothing to fear, nothing to lose, nothing to hold on to. There is only the unfolding of the present moment, the boundless rhythm of existence. To recognize this is to step beyond illusion, to awaken to the fullness of being. The sacred flow does not ask for effort, does not require sacrifice. It only asks that one let go, that one release the illusion of separation, that one surrender to what has always been. The path is simple yet infinite. It is not a journey outward, not a search for something beyond reach. It is the return to what is already known, already present, already whole. It is the realization that there has never been distance, never been division. There is only the flow moving through all, holding all, guiding all. And in this, there is peace. In this, there is love. In this, there is joy. Not as things to be gained, not as fleeting moments, but as the natural expression of existence itself. The more one aligns, the more these qualities shine. The more one surrenders, the more they overflow. There is no end to this flow, no limit to its movement. It stretches beyond time, beyond space, beyond all that can be known. It moves in silence, in stillness, in the spaces between all things. It does not wait to be found, does not hide itself away. It is already here, already within, already guiding all toward the fullness of being. The current flows, and in its movement, all is carried. There is nothing outside of it, nothing beyond its reach. To align with it is not to become something new, not to attain something distant. It is simply to remember. It is to return. It is to be. The sacred rhythm, unbroken and eternal, continues its flow through all that is, uniting all beings, all forms, and all moments. It moves not only through the vastness of the universe, but through every heart, every thought, every breath, and every soul. It is the pulse of existence itself, the underlying force that sustains and guides everything. This rhythm is not distant, nor is it separate. It is within everything, woven into the very fabric of being. As one aligns with this divine flow, they begin to realize that all life is interconnected, that every moment, every breath, is part of the greater harmony that is unfolding. When one opens themselves to this divine pulse, they begin to feel its presence everywhere, in every part of their being. It moves through them, guiding them, shaping their actions, their thoughts, their experiences. It is not something to be attained or sought after, for it is already within. It is the essence of life, the force that animates the world. To align with this rhythm is to surrender to the flow of existence itself, to trust that every moment is perfectly designed, that everything is unfolding as it should. In this surrender, peace arises. Peace is the first divine quality that emerges when one aligns with the sacred rhythm. It is not a peace that is based on external circumstances or conditions, but a deep, unshakable peace that comes from within. It is the recognition that all is part of the divine order, that there is no need to struggle against the flow of life. This peace is not a passive state. It is active and dynamic, a force that supports and sustains every action, every decision. It is the inner stillness that remains undisturbed by the world around, the calm center in the midst of change and uncertainty. Peace is the foundation upon which all other divine qualities rest, for it is from this deep peace that love and joy naturally arise. As one moves deeper into alignment with the sacred pulse, they experience the unfolding of love. Love flows naturally from peace, for it is the energy that binds all things together. It is the force that connects all beings, all souls, all moments. Love is not limited by time, space, or form. It is infinite and unconditional, a force that knows no boundaries. This love flows through every thought, every word, every action. It is the divine energy that sustains creation itself, the force that gives life to all things. When one aligns with the sacred rhythm, love becomes their nature. It is not something they must seek or earn. It is already within, waiting to be expressed. Love flows freely, effortlessly, unconditionally, as a reflection of the divine pulse that moves through all. In love, there is no need for expectations or conditions. Love simply is. It moves through every experience, transforming it into an expression of divine unity. Love is the force that heals, that uplifts, that connects. It is the most powerful energy in existence, for it transcends all that is material, all that is transient. When one allows love to flow through them, they become a channel for the divine to move through the world. Every relationship, every interaction, becomes an opportunity to express this sacred love, to share the divine presence that resides within. Alongside love, joy naturally flows from the divine rhythm. Joy is the radiant light that fills the heart when one remembers their true nature. It is not something that is created or sought after, but something that arises spontaneously when the soul aligns with the sacred pulse. Joy is the recognition of the divine in all things, the celebration of life itself. It is the spontaneous outpouring of gratitude for the gift of existence, for the gift of every moment. This joy is not dependent upon external circumstances, but arises from within, from the deep understanding that all is part of the divine plan, that all is as it should be. Joy is the natural expression of peace and love. It is the energy that flows when the soul is in complete alignment with the divine rhythm. It is the light that shines from within, the warmth that spreads through the body when one is fully present in the moment. In this joy, there is no separation, no fear, no doubt. There is only the celebration of being alive, the recognition that everything is connected, that all life is part of the sacred flow. As one aligns more deeply with the divine pulse, joy overflows from their being, filling every experience with its light. These divine qualities, peace, love, and joy, are not things to be sought or acquired. They are the natural expressions of alignment with the divine rhythm. They arise effortlessly from the soul when one surrenders to the flow of life, when they allow themselves to be guided by the sacred pulse. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow from their being, transforming every moment, every experience, every relationship into an expression of divine unity. As peace, love, and joy flow through the soul, they transform the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine pulse, a mirror of the sacred rhythm that moves through all things. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express peace, love, and joy. Every interaction becomes an opportunity to share these divine qualities, to uplift and to heal. The more one aligns with the sacred pulse, the more they become an instrument of transformation, a channel through which divine energy flows into the world. The world, in turn, mirrors this divine flow. As one aligns with peace, love, and joy, the world reflects these qualities back to them. Every experience becomes a reflection of the divine presence that resides within. The more one aligns with the sacred rhythm, the more the world reflects that alignment, transforming every moment into an opportunity to express the divine flow. There is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. The sacred rhythm flows through all, and when one aligns with it, they become one with it. There is no gap, no distance, no separation. The divine pulse moves through every thought, every word, every action. It shapes the world, guiding every moment with its grace and wisdom. As one surrenders to this flow, they become an instrument through which divine energy moves, transforming every experience into an expression of divine unity. The divine pulse is not something distant, nor is it something to be sought after. It is already within, woven into the very fabric of being. When one aligns with the sacred rhythm, they recognize that all is already perfect, already complete. There is no need to strive, no need to seek, for all that is needed is already present. Peace, love, and joy are not distant goals to be attained. They are the natural expressions of the soul's connection to the divine pulse. They arise effortlessly when one aligns with the sacred rhythm, when one opens themselves to the flow of divine energy. Every thought, every word, every action becomes an expression of the divine pulse. As one aligns with the sacred rhythm, they become a living embodiment of peace, love, and joy. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to share the sacred flow that moves through all things. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow from their being, filling every moment with divine grace and unity. As the divine pulse flows through all, it transforms the world. It shapes every experience, every interaction, every relationship with its energy. When one aligns with this flow, they become a vessel for divine peace, love, and joy. These qualities overflow from the soul, filling every part of life with their presence. The world reflects the energy one brings to it, and as one aligns more deeply with the divine rhythm, the world becomes a reflection of divine unity. The current of existence flows ceaselessly, unbroken and eternal, weaving the fabric of all that is. It does not falter, nor does it diminish. It moves beyond thought, beyond perception, beyond the boundaries of time and space. It is the essence that breathes life into the stars, that carries the wind across the oceans, that stirs the silent depths of the soul. Nothing stands apart from this current. It is the unseen force that binds all together, the sacred harmony that sings through the universe. It is present in the silent unfolding of the seasons, and the quiet rhythm of the tides, and the ceaseless expansion of the heavens. It is the stillness between heartbeats, the whisper beneath each breath, the invisible thread that connects all things. To move with this flow is to awaken to the truth that has always been. There is no need to grasp, no need to strive, for all is already held within the embrace of the infinite. The more one surrenders, the more life reveals itself as effortless. There is no struggle, no resistance, only the quiet unfolding of what has always been, what will always be. The mind may seek to define it, to enclose it within words, but it is beyond the reach of language. It is not something that can be held, not something that can be acquired. It is already present, already flowing through all things, waiting only to be seen. To recognize this is to step beyond illusion, beyond the veil of separation, into the boundless presence of truth. Peace is not something to be sought, not something distant or unattainable. It is not found in the shifting circumstances of the world, not held within the grasp of fleeting moments. Peace is the foundation beneath all things, the stillness that remains untouched by the changing tides of existence. It is not a prize to be won, not an achievement to be earned. It is the natural state of one who surrenders to the flow, who ceases to resist what already is. Love moves as effortlessly as light, as freely as breath. It does not wait to be given, does not hesitate to be received. It is not bound by conditions, not defined by limitations. It does not ask, does not demand, does not require. It is the silent force that binds the universe together, the unseen presence that moves through all that exists. It does not diminish, does not fade, does not waver. It is as eternal as the stars, as unbreakable as the rhythm of time. There is no need to seek love, for it is already present, woven into the essence of all things. It is not something to be found outside of oneself, not something that can be lost. It is the heartbeat of creation, the pulse that moves through every soul. When one ceases to seek, ceases to grasp, love rises naturally, filling every thought, every action, every breath. It moves without effort, shaping the world with its quiet, unshakable presence. Joy, too, is not something distant, not something to be attained. It is not dependent on the fleeting moments of life, not tied to the ever-changing nature of the world. It does not come and go with the passing of days, does not rise and fall with the shifting of time. It is not something separate from existence, not something apart from the self. Joy is the natural expression of the soul in harmony with the eternal flow. It is not created, not forced. It is the spontaneous recognition of truth, the quiet celebration of being. It is the radiance of the soul when it surrenders to what has always been. It is the feeling of light upon the skin, the sound of water flowing over stone, the movement of air through open space. It is not something that must be reached, not something that must be held. It is already here, waiting only to be known. The more one aligns with the flow, the more these qualities rise, effortlessly, without force, without struggle. Peace does not need to be chased, it is already present. Love does not need to be earned, it is already within. Joy does not need to be created, it is already waiting. These are not things to be sought, not things to be gained. They are the essence of existence, the natural state of one who surrenders to the current. The world reflects what is within. When one moves with peace, the world moves in harmony. When one radiates love, love surrounds all things. When one embraces joy, joy rises in every moment. There is no need to change the world, no need to shape it into something different. It is already whole, already perfect, already in alignment with the sacred rhythm of existence. The only task is to align oneself, to step into the flow that has never ceased, to remember what has never been lost. There is no distance between the self and the eternal. The current moves through all things, through every thought, every breath, every heartbeat. It is not something separate, not something beyond reach. It is here now, within and around all that exists. To live in harmony with it is not to change, not to become something new, but to return to what has always been. The path is simple yet endless. It does not lead outward, does not seek something beyond. It is the return to what is already known, already present, already whole. It is the realization that there has never been separation, never been division. There is only the flow, moving ceaselessly, carrying all things within its boundless embrace. There is nothing to fear, nothing to lose, nothing to hold on to. There is only the unfolding of the present moment, the infinite movement of existence. To recognize this is to awaken to the fullness of being. The flow does not ask for effort, does not require struggle. It only asks for surrender, for trust, for the quiet recognition that all has already been given. There is no need to seek. There is no need to strive. There is only the stillness of presence, the quiet unfolding of what is. The more one surrenders, the more life becomes effortless. The more one aligns, the more love, peace, and joy overflow, filling every moment, every thought, every breath with the radiance of the divine. This current does not end, does not break, does not fade. It stretches beyond all knowing, beyond all time, beyond all space. It is the silent force that holds all things, the breath of existence itself. It moves unseen, yet it moves through all things. It does not wait to be found. It has never been lost. It does not call to be reached. It has never been apart. The current flows, and in its movement, all is carried. There is no separation, no division, no distance between the self and the sacred. To align with it is not to reach outward, not to search for something beyond. It is simply to remember. It is to return. It is to be. The sacred rhythm of existence, eternal and unwavering, flows through every fiber of life. It pulses through the heart of creation, guiding each being, each moment, in perfect harmony with the greater whole. The divine pulse is not an external force, but rather the very essence of all being, the force that sustains and shapes all things. It moves through every particle of existence, from the smallest grain of sand to the grandest star in the sky, and it flows through every soul, every thought, every feeling, creating a unity that transcends the limitations of time and space. There is no separation between the divine rhythm and all that is. The flow of this pulse is the lifeblood of existence itself, the breath of the universe, and everything is born from it. It moves through each moment, through every experience, through every interaction, shaping life with divine wisdom and grace. It knows no bounds, no limitations. It flows freely, moving to all things, guiding them toward their highest expression, their truest purpose. To align with the sacred pulse is to move in harmony with the universe itself. In this alignment, one becomes a vessel for the divine flow, allowing peace, love, and joy to overflow from within, filling every moment with their presence. These qualities are not separate from one's being, but are the natural expressions of one's connection to the divine rhythm. Peace, love, and joy are the essence of life itself, the energy that sustains all things, and as one moves with the flow of the divine pulse, these qualities naturally arise from within. Peace, the first manifestation of alignment with the sacred pulse, is not the absence of external turmoil, but the deep inner stillness that arises when one recognizes their oneness with all of existence. It is the quiet strength that remains unmoved in the face of challenges, the calm that persists even in the midst of chaos. This peace is the foundation of all other divine qualities, for it is in peace that love and joy arise naturally. Peace is not something to be attained or sought after. It is the natural state of being when one aligns with the divine rhythm. It is the quiet present within, the knowing that all is as it should be. Love, too, flows from this sacred pulse. It is the divine energy that connects all beings, all moments, and all experiences. Love is the force that binds the universe together, holding everything in perfect unity. It does not seek to possess or control, but simply flows, unconditionally, effortlessly. Love is the very essence of creation itself, the energy that sustains all life. When one aligns with the divine pulse, love rises from within, shaping every thought, every word, every action. Love is not something that must be earned or found. It is already within, waiting to be expressed. Joy, the natural outpouring of love and peace, is the radiant energy that fills the soul when it remembers its true nature. Joy is not dependent on external circumstances, but arises spontaneously when one reconnects with the divine flow. It is the celebration of life itself, the recognition that all is perfect as it is. Joy is the light that shines from within, the warmth that spreads through the heart when one is fully aligned with the sacred rhythm. In joy, there is no need for effort, no striving to attain. Joy simply arises when the soul is in alignment with the divine pulse. These divine qualities, peace, love, and joy, are not distant goals or aspirations. They are not things to be attained or sought after. They are the natural expressions of the soul's connection to the sacred pulse. When one aligns with the divine rhythm, these qualities flow freely from within, filling every aspect of their being. They transform every thought, every action, every moment into an expression of divine unity. As peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, they begin to shape the world around them. The world becomes a reflection of the divine rhythm, a mirror of the sacred flow that moves through all things. Every encounter, every relationship, every experience becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to share the peace, love, and joy that flow from within. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities overflow, touching everything they encounter, transforming every experience into an expression of divine grace. The more one surrenders to the divine pulse, the more they become a vessel for peace, love, and joy. There is no separation between the self and the divine rhythm. The divine pulse moves through them, guiding their thoughts, their actions, their relationships. There is no struggle, no effort, only the graceful flow of divine energy, moving through all that is. As one aligns with this flow, peace, love, and joy become the natural expressions of their being, the essence of who they are. There is no need to search for peace, love, or joy outside oneself. They are already within, woven into the very fabric of being. These divine qualities are the natural expressions of the soul's connection to the divine rhythm. As one aligns with this sacred pulse, they recognize that all that they seek is already present within. Peace, love, and joy are not things to be attained, but qualities to be remembered, to be expressed. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more these qualities naturally overflow from their being, transforming their life into an expression of divine unity. When one becomes fully aligned with the sacred rhythm, the world around them reflects the energy they bring to it. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express peace, love, and joy. The more one aligns with these divine qualities, the more the world mirrors them back. Every thought, every word, every action becomes an opportunity to share the divine flow, to express the sacred pulse that moves through all things. In this divine alignment, there is no separation between the self and the divine pulse. The sacred flow moves through every thought, every feeling, every action. The more one aligns with this flow, the more peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, transforming every aspect of their life. There is no need to search for these qualities outside oneself, for they are already within, already part of one's essence. The more one opens themselves to the divine pulse, the more these qualities overflow, filling every moment with their presence. The divine pulse continues to move through all that is, unceasing, eternal, and ever-present. As one aligns with this sacred rhythm, they become a living expression of peace, love, and joy, a vessel through which divine energy flows freely. Every moment becomes an opportunity to express these divine qualities, to live in harmony with the sacred pulse that sustains all things. The more one aligns with this flow, the more they become an instrument of divine transformation, shaping the world around them with the energy of peace, love, and joy. There is no end to this divine rhythm. It moves through all things, unceasing, eternal, ever-flowing. As one continues to align with the divine pulse, they become more fully immersed in the sacred flow, more deeply connected to the eternal rhythm of life. Peace, love, and joy overflow from their being, filling every aspect of their life with divine presence. The more one aligns with the divine rhythm, the more they become a living embodiment of these divine qualities, radiating peace, love, and joy into the world, transforming every moment into an expression of divine grace. The sacred pulse moves through all things, and as one aligns with it, they become part of that flow, part of the eternal rhythm that sustains all life. In this alignment, peace, love, and joy naturally rise from within, overflowing and transforming the world. There is no need to search for these divine qualities outside oneself. They are already within, woven into the very fabric of being, waiting to be expressed. The more one aligns with the sacred rhythm, the more peace, love, and joy overflow from the soul, filling every experience with their divine presence. In this divine flow, there is no struggle, no striving. There is only the graceful unfolding of life, guided by the eternal rhythm that sustains all things. Peace, love, and joy are not distant goals, but natural expressions of one's connection to the divine pulse. As one moves in harmony with this sacred rhythm, these qualities overflow from within, transforming every moment, every interaction, every relationship into an expression of divine unity.